In a rich province in the Far East, a young man named Aladdin lived with his very poor mother, who worked hard to support the family by spinning cotton. One day, while playing with his friends, Aladdin attracted the attention of a stranger called the African magician. This sorcerer, seeing potential in Aladdin, pretended to be a long-lost uncle, showering him with gifts and kind words. He even offered to help Aladdin start a shop and gave him fancy clothes as a sign of goodwill. After a few days, the magician invited Aladdin for a walk to some amazing places. They left the city and went to beautiful palaces and gardens. They walked even further, nearing the mountains. Aladdin got worried and said, "Where are we going, Uncle? We're far from home and I'm afraid I'll get lost." "Don't worry, nephew," said the fake uncle. "I'll take you to an even better garden. Let's gather sticks for a fire here." Aladdin gathered sticks, and the magician made a fire. Then he created a cloud of smoke with some powder. He revealed a stone with a brass ring. The magician said, "Under this stone is a treasure just for you. You must go in alone and follow my instructions." Aladdin agreed, saying, "Okay, uncle, I'll do as you say." Aladdin moved the stone easily, revealing a hole with a door and steps. "Go down," said the magician. In the cave there are 3 rooms. Each has jars of gold and silver, but don't touch them. Tuck in your shirt, pass through the rooms, don't touch the walls, or you'll be in danger. At the end, you'll find a garden with 5 fruit trees. Take a lamp from there, put out the light, empty it, and bring it to me. The magician gave Aladdin a ring for protection. With that, Aladdin entered the cave, found the rooms, and followed the instructions precisely, grabbing the lamp and collecting colorful, shiny fruits in the garden, not realizing they were precious jewels, before quickly running back to where the magician was waiting. The magician asked Aladdin to give him the lamp, but Aladdin couldn't because he was carrying too much. He promised to give it to the magician once he was out if the magician helped him. The magician got angry and used magic to trap Aladdin inside the cave. Then he left for Africa without the lamp, thinking he would never get it back. Aladdin was really scared when he realized he was stuck in the cave. He felt very sad and didn't eat for 2 days. When he was praying, he accidentally rubbed the ring the magician had given him. Suddenly, a big and scary genie appeared and said, "What do you want? I have to do what you say because you have the ring." Aladdin wasn't scared of the genie because he really wanted to get out of the cave. He asked the genie to help him leave the cave, and in a flash, he was back outside. It took him some time to adjust to the bright light after being in the dark for so long. He was happy to be back and went straight home. Aladdin's mom was happy to see him safe. He showed her the shiny fruits he found, but they thought they were just pretty glass. The next day they had no food. Aladdin's mom wanted to sell some cotton to buy food, but Aladdin suggested selling the old lamp instead. As his mom cleaned the lamp, a big genie appeared, ready to grant wishes. Aladdin's mom got scared and fainted when the genie appeared. But Aladdin, having met one before, grabbed the lamp and demanded food. The genie vanished and returned with a tray full of tasty dishes, bread, wine, and cups. They ate until dinner and saved the leftovers. When hunger struck the next day, Aladdin sold one of the silver dishes for food. This went on for months until everything, dishes, cups, even the tray, was sold. Aladdin lived carefully, not wasting money. When they needed more, he used the lamp to ask the genie for food. He learned a lot from the sellers and became a better person. He found out the shiny fruits were valuable jewels but kept it a secret. One day, Aladdin saw the Sultan's daughter, Princess Bulbul, and fell in love with her. He decided to ask the Sultan if he could marry her. The next morning, Aladdin sent his mother to the palace with jewels, hoping to marry Princess Bulbul. She tried many times, and after days of trying, the chief officer noticed her and brought her to the Sultan. She shared Aladdin's love story and presented the jewels. The Sultan was impressed, but wanted Aladdin to bring 40 trays of gold filled with jewels. Aladdin's mom sadly returned home, wondering how her son could gather so much wealth. Aladdin wasn't worried and asked the genie for more treasures. The genie brought 40 slaves with gold and precious stones, filling their house and garden. Aladdin told his mom to take the slaves to the Sultan. Everyone was amazed as they went to the palace. The Sultan welcomed Aladdin's mother as he accepted his gift. He eagerly awaited Aladdin to come and receive the princess. Aladdin was thrilled by the news. He asked the genie to make him look like a prince, and suddenly he looked very handsome. He also asked for a horse, servants, fancy clothes, and money for his mom. As he rode through the town, people cheered and his servants threw money around. At the palace, the Sultan was happy to see Aladdin and offered his daughter to marry him right away. But Aladdin wanted a nice palace first, so he asked for some land to build it. The Sultan agreed, excited for the wedding. Aladdin left the palace politely with people cheering for him. Back in his room, he asked the genie to build the palace, and the genie agreed to start right away. The next morning, the genie told Aladdin his palace was ready. Aladdin went to see it and was amazed by how grand it was. The Sultan saw the palace and was also amazed. Aladdin sent his nicely dressed mom to bring the princess to her new home. When the palace guards saw her, they told the Sultan, who ordered music and celebrations all over the city. Everyone was happy with lights and music. After the princess moved to her new palace, Aladdin joined her with the magic lamp. They got married and were very happy. But the magician found out about Aladdin's good life and wanted to stop him. The magician went back and learned that Aladdin was away. He bought copper lamps and went to the palace shouting, "Who wants to swap old lamps for new ones?" The princess sent a slave to exchange an old lamp, not knowing it was magical. The magician got the lamp and laughed, thinking he had what he wanted. The magician secretly moved Aladdin's palace to Africa using the genie. When the Sultan saw the palace was gone, he panicked and ordered a search. They couldn't find it, so the Sultan ordered Aladdin's capture. People protested, but Aladdin was brought back in chains. The Sultan wanted to execute Aladdin, but the crowd stopped it. Aladdin learned about the missing palace and princess and asked for 40 days to find the truth. He wandered and accidentally summoned a genie from a ring. The genie took Aladdin to Africa, near his palace. Aladdin recognized his home and planned to rescue the princess, worried about the magician. The next day, Aladdin was excited to see the princess. She saw him and secretly brought him in. She told him that the magician had the lamp, had moved the palace to Africa, and had tried to marry her by lying about Aladdin's death. Aladdin felt bad about leaving the lamp but made a plan. He bought a special powder and told the princess to put it in the magician's wine when she entertained him. The plan worked perfectly. The magician drank the wine and fell down dead while he was talking. Aladdin found the lamp and asked the genie to move the palace back to the country. The genie did it quickly and only caused a little shake. The next morning, the Sultan saw the palace was back. He was happy to see his daughter and Aladdin. Years later, the princess became the ruler and Aladdin shared the throne with her. They had kids and lived happily ever after. Hello friends! Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on our latest videos. See you in the next one.